Hi, I'm Keith Sullivan, physical therapist and one of the medical judges for the North Central region. I'd like to talk to you today about stretching. There are basically 4 different kinds of stretching I would like to talk about today: traditional stretching, partner stretching, fascial stretching, and dynamic stretching. Traditional stretching is the type of warm-up you're probably already doing before class. You want to gently stretch each of the major muscle groups that you will be using. For most muscles, you get 80% of a stretch in the first 10 seconds. It can take up to 5 minutes or longer to get 100% due to the fascia, which I'll be talking about later. So when you're doing your traditional warm-up routine, try to hold each position for a good 10 seconds. It's equally important, some would say more important, to stretch after your workouts. This is a good time to try to increase your range of motion because your muscles should be relaxed and warmed up after your workout. Again, try to hold at least 10 seconds for each of the major muscle groups. The second type of stretching is called partner stretching. Almost all martial arts use some type of partner stretching. The key is not to force the tissue, but to stay within a tolerable stretch. Stretching should not be painful. If you go 45 degrees forward and it hurts, back off to 44 degrees. Imagine you're whittling away the tightness day by day. Always check in with your partner to make sure that you're doing it okay. And if you're the one being stretched, make sure you communicate with your partner if they need to back off or go more slowly or hold a little bit longer or whatever. Again, try to hold a good 10 seconds. If you are using a technique called PNF, or proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, try to do the hold relax or contract relax phase for 10 seconds as well. This will help reset spinal reflex links in your spinal cord to help improve your flexibility. If you have a certain muscle that just never seems to stretch or loosen up no matter what you do, it's probably due to fascial restrictions. So the third type of stretching I'd like to talk about is fascial stretching. The fascia is the connective tissue that surrounds all of our muscles and bones and joints and organs. It can become strained and form adhesions. That's like internal scar tissue. So once the fascia tightens up, it can generate up to 2,000 pounds of force per square inch. That's like the weight of a full-grown Clydesdale horse standing on a postage stamp. That is what pinches our nerves and crushes our disc and pulls us out of alignment. The miraculous thing about fascia, though, is that it responds to a gentle, sustained stretch. You have to hold the fascia at least 90 to 120 seconds just to get it to start to stretch. Then it takes another 90 to 120 seconds or longer to complete the stretch. So when you're trying to release your fascia, you have to hold it at least 5 minutes. One of the best ways to do this is using what we call fulcrums. So things like balls or foam roller or something like that. They come in a wide variety of colors and shapes and sizes. Again, just find one that works for you. Both, you can look, there's lots of different videos you can find, or books and video clips you can find on YouTube or wherever to show you how to use them. However, most people do not teach you the proper holding time. So you can look up a video, find out how to roll the muscle, do that a few times to warm it up, and then find the most tender spot on that muscle and lay there for 5 minutes. That'll help the fascia to release and regain its normal flexibility. 5 minutes might be a goal, however. You may have to start with even 30 seconds, wherever you can tolerate, and build your tolerance up to 5 minutes day by day. Once you get to that 5-minute mark, if you're doing this a couple times a week, you should notice some major changes in your body within 3 to 4 weeks. But remember, with fascia, the magic happens at 5 minutes. The final type of stretching I'd like to discuss is called dynamic stretching. Flexibility is velocity dependent. So that means if you stretch slow, you're flexible when you're slow. You also have to learn how to stretch fast. So the Russians have developed some fairly safe ways of doing what we call ballistic stretching. That's to help you get that fast flexibility also. Basically, you want to use what we call free limb acceleration combined with a built-in safety device like your hand. Okay? So let's say I have a tight hamstring, the muscle in the back of my thigh. What I don't want to do is just whip my leg up there. Okay, that would just strain my hamstring further. What I do want to do is use my hand as like a brake. So my body knows that my hand is there, so it's going to let my leg freely accelerate up to that point without my hamstring contracting. I'm going to do that 7 to 10 repetitions and then relax. Go up about 15 degrees higher. Do another set of 7 to 10 repetitions and then relax and try and go up a little bit higher. Repeat that cycle a few times until you get your hamstring up to the flexibility you want to have it at. You can use this concept of using your hand as a brake and do that for any other muscle group in your body you can think of. If you go easy with it and just listen to your body, you should be fine. So to review, we have discussed 4 basic ways of stretching: traditional stretching, partner stretching, fascial stretching, and dynamic stretching. Try to use a combination of each to get the best results. Remember to never force the tissue. Just go into a comfortable, tolerable stretch position and you should be fine. If you have any questions, please talk with your sensei. Good luck and good stretching.